Yo, what's going on, man? Clear. Hey, man. Here's the update. It looks almost exactly the same, with the exception of clear. With the exception of I took that little dangly thing, that little, what is it called? A lanyard loop. I took that out because it looked like a tail to me. It looked like if you just saw a baby walking down the street with a tail. It's just not right. It's just not right. So I took that off, and that really lightens it up for me. That makes this a little bit more, when it's sticking out of the holster, that really just cleans things up for me. Makes it a little less complicated, which I like. Yeah, well, I haven't carried this one yet. Maybe I'll carry it today. I'm taking Mrs. Dynamite out. We're trying to enjoy the days leading up to her surgery. So, I make plans to do stuff, fun stuff, because she won't be that mobile after her surgery. Anyway, this is where it's at right now. Since my other 19 is in the new holster I got, Velos, my Tenacore Velos, I'm just using this one, this traditional arms holster, which, is still cool, but, I hadn't planned on buying another firearm, but, sometimes things change. Listen, dude, what is going on? What is going on with YouTubers and trying to get? Did y'all see the video, the latest video from? Did you see the latest video from Honest Outlaw? I like Homeboy. Homeboy's cool. I like that he has his wife involved and stuff. He's cool. But I'm about to shit on that video. I mean, it was just, first of all, this whole, you can tell Glock is just a big dick in the room. I mean, I don't even know why we keep not negotiating, but debating this. Whenever people get bored, whenever things slow down in the gun industry, it's like, I start seeing people showing video. Oh, is Glock still king? Is Glock this? Yes. Yes, it is. Listen, man, it is. It's just a big dick in the room. And it's so funny. I went through his videos, and you could tell anytime. It's like, if you want to get attention, you could just mention Glock. I think the last video I did where I just said Glock V in the title, it was like 10 times more views than I normally get, just by fucking saying Glock. I mean, it's just the apex. And people keep on rehashing this debate over and over again. Like, how many Glock killers has there been? How many? So he comes out with a video, and the video is why I'm done with Glock, which was definitely clickbait, because the first thing he said was why I might be done by Glock, and why I might be done with Glock, and then after the whole video, he says, I think I'm done with Glock. After he makes his points or whatever, which, I guess it's a cool little thought. We're just going to say things we're thinking about or whatever, but come on. Come on, dude. Come on. You're not done with fucking Glock. Nobody's done with Glock. And I noticed this V thing has upset people and stuff, but come on. Like, what was some of the stuff he was saying? He said that he was talking about the grip angle. He was saying nobody really appreciates the European grip angle. What the fuck? It's great. The grip angle helps with recoil, because you gotta bend your, like, what the fuck? He was talking about other guns that are, better or whatever, come with more features. I think he mentioned the Archon, which I had an Archon. It was $1,000. I don't know where he got, those aren't even, you can't even compare those. The Archon is $1,000. And then when I took my Archon out, first time I shot with it, I had a bunch of failure to ejects. I had a bunch of stovepipes, which, it could have just worked itself out. It could have just been first 200 rounds or whatever, but I'm just saying, you know, it's a dope gun. It's really nice, but I think the only one that made holsters for it was Tier 1. And I think it was just it was a universal holster, the one that just grips onto the light. So, but I don't think anybody really makes holsters for it. So there's that. It was a dope gun though, but it's not in the same. I don't know. He was talking about what did he say? He said so many things that were just, I was like, what the fuck? Are you just trying to get attention, homie? Are you just like, are things just slow and you're just trying to, which I see that a lot of gun tubers, man. It's like the MJ debate. Whenever things are slow, who's the best? MJ, Kobe, LeBron. We all fucking know who's the best out of those three, but it's just something to argue about. And then different angles and different this and that. It's Glock. Okay? It's Glock. You know? You know how I know? You know how I know it's Glock? Because there's no such thing as a CZ fanboy. there's no such thing. And, you know, and then under the video, I know I'm all over the place, but under the video, on the Honest Outlaws page, somebody commented and said, Glock needs to, they use that I word that just annoys the fuck out of me. Glock needs to innovate. Maybe they didn't say innovate, but they were saying it needs to add a FCU and which anybody saying that Glock needs to add an FCU is like retarded, because I'm like, I can think of one major manufacturer that has an FCU and things aren't going fucking well. So I don't know why would you sig your Glock? Why would you do that? But if you just really want it, they make that already. It's called a Zev. You know, it has the ports. It has the ports. It has the OZ9 Hypercomp V2. Has the ports. Has the FCU. You know, it probably fits in the Glock holsters. It's very similar. Okay, you can buy that. It's almost $2,000. It's like 18.9. So you might as well say 1,900. You can buy that. It's already out there. So why would Glock want to do that? People just don't understand the brilliance of this. It's not clear. It's not supposed to be something else. It's supposed to be simple. That's what it's supposed to be. It's like we're still having this debate about this is supposed to be a simple machine, just for simple people who just want straightforward, no nonsense, you know. I think he had mentioned a couple things. I'm getting back to Chris from Honest Outlaw, which it's kind of funny because it's Honest starts with an H, Outlaw starts with an O. But I love his channel, man. It's dope. I love his channel. But I think he said Glock there's a couple things he said that would make it, quote, better. I think he said it should come with steel sights, which is funny because when I bought this, these are the sights that it came with. So I don't know what the fuck, why people keep saying that shit. It should come with steel sights. The sights suck. You could throw a leaf and hit a store that sells Glock sights. It's really not that big of a deal. And then he said something that was really wild. He said they should come with single ports, like a CZ, which is weird to me. Why, 1,000 people can do that for you. You can get a Arc Division slide which has a port on it, a single port. You can send it off to Monsoon Tactical to do a chunk port. They'll do a Lucky 7 port. I mean, everybody does it. But if you want a Lucky 7 port, I wouldn't want that out of the box. But if you want it, you can go get a OZ9, a Hypercomp. But if you want it, you could send it to 1,000 different companies. Not 1,000, but I'm sure a dozen different companies. Oh, by the way, leave a buck. Leave a buck. Venmo, Cash App, love shooting. Yeah, that's back. Leave a buck. So, yeah, what was he saying? He said the CZ comes out with a chunky ported one, which is funny because I think the CZ P07 was a good gun. The Nocturne, that came and went. I haven't really heard anything about that one. I wouldn't, last time I heard something about it, it wasn't that reliable, but I would definitely recommend the P07. If I could find one, I would buy one. I had two and I sold them. I kind of regret that, but right now I would buy one because I did miss that one, and that one was insanely accurate for me. I mean, I could just pick stuff off with that one. But yeah, I think he said something like, man, what did he say? Yeah, the CZ, the chunk port, which, you know, like I said, you can get ARC, you can get that if you want to get that. But that's not what this is, dude. That's just this is not that. I don't know why people just keep trying to make it something else. It's supposed to be simple. I hope they never change too much. Now, I did see the what else did he say? He did make some comment like, if you still have a Glock on your hip, this is Chris from Honest Outlaw saying, if you still have a Glock on your hip, it makes me think you haven't shot anything else. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking? what the fuck are you talking about? I've shot a lot, and this is what I landed on. I've had an Archon, I've had an X5 Legion, I've had a Staccato P, I've had a CZ P07, I've had a CZ P10C, I've had a Hellcat, I've had a P365 XL, I've had a P365X, I've had an M&P 2.0, I've had a Shield Plus, I've had an M&P 2.0 full size. Did I say Archon already? Okay, I said Archon already. I even tried the Tauruses, G2C, G3C, they were fine. I don't get it. I mean, I understand y'all upset about this V thing, but y'all just letting the anger just make you say dumb shit on the internet. like I don't get it. Now, I did see, I've been seeing the Gen 6 pictures floating around. I have been seeing that. And the one picture I saw, it looked like the 49, because it had that little the compact frame and the long slide, so I could see that little peak, that little gap right here, that little 2011 gap or 1911 gap or whatever you want to call it. That's what I call it. I saw that, and what I noticed was it had like some stippling. This part was dark. It had some stippling, which that would be fire. That would be great. But and I hope all of them come MOS ready, you know, at least the first batch, which I think that's what they're doing. I think if I was Glock and I had to satisfy this little California shit, you come out with the Glock V and you make it non-MOS, and then people have their emotional reactions. Then you hit them with the Gen 6 in 2026, and it's optics ready. It's a better optics system, mounting system. Maybe it's already cut for an RMR. Maybe it just comes cut with an RMR, and you have a little stippling right here for some flavor, and you keep the rest of it simple. You keep the rest of the shit simple. Maybe you add a little bit of beaver tail right here, but you just keep just keep it basic. Don't change a whole lot. I think that would be just fine. Be just fine, and I would buy it, because that's what I'm looking for, simplicity when I buy a Glock. And it is perfect. It is I know that's offensive. I know saying the word perfect triggers you. But it is. It just is a 19. Where's my 19 at? I think I got it. Where's my 19? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold still. Let me clear this. My 19 is perfect. It is. It fits in my hand perfect. It's a good size. It's a good weight. It's controllable. It's 15 rounds. Everybody makes holsters for it. It is perfect. The sights are fine. I mean, all this, you have to change this and change. The trigger's just fine. It is perfect for, it is anybody can pick it up kind of firearm. And that is the perfection part. The perfection part is that they made something that anybody can, they made a gun that cops and criminals use. Come on, man. They just came up with the perfect, simple, just everything you need, nothing you don't. Now, people want all kinds of things, but when people start talking about, like Homeboy was talking about, coming out of the box with chunk ports, why would I want that? Or why would I want Lucky 7 ports? I just watched a video from Marcel Marcel Does It, which is a dope video, a dope channel, by the way, where he was talking about the tomahawk, the LWS, LWS, Langford Weapon Solutions. It's Langdon Weapon Solutions, I think. I'm pretty sure. I hope I said clear. He just came out with a video. I don't know, I just saw it, but it's about the tomahawk, which I've been watching all the time, because if I ever sent a slide off to be cut and make it pretty and stuff, I'd send it to LWS, because he just, there's no contest. There's no context. I'm talking about, you put all of them up against him, Dynamic Weapon Solutions, Jaeger Works, whoever else. This guy makes the best Glocks. You know, makes the best pretty Glocks, hands down. I'm not going to fight. That's what it is, okay? Period. He does it. So I was looking at his video, and he was talking about how it had the ports in there. I think it was like 8 holes or whatever, and he's shooting it with his arm over it like this with his skin out, and it's fucking shooting shrapnel into his arm. So you're telling me you want to have a gun come out with ports and all holes in it, so shrapnel comes all up in case you have to shoot from, you know, it's just, that's something that you need to add on your own. That's not something needs to come out the box for. That's a fad right now with the comps and the ports and the holes. That's what we're into right now. That's what the community is feeling right now. But that's going to go for a while, and then it'll be on to something else. Okay? Because that's not something that needs to come out the box like that. That's something that you need to add later, because it's something that you like. So I like the way Glock keep that shit butt ass naked on the top. You know, and if you want to add it, cool, you add it. There's a bunch of companies that do that. That'll put whatever you want in it. And that's what's cool about it. But for guys like me who just want simplicity, this is it. You know, I can hand this to Mrs. Dynamite. I can hand this to my kid. You know, we can go out and shoot, and it's fine. You know, the angle of the grip makes me bend my wrist a little bit forward, which gives me a little bit more power here, so I'm not just, you know, feel like I'm getting back shots from this gun. I mean, yeah, man, that's just weird how we're still, how it's just, well, I mean, it's just the trend, man. You need some hits, talk about Glock, say it's good or it's bad, and you'll get the hits, you'll get attention, man, because it's still the apex, man. It's still number one, and I think it always will be, as long as they, you know, I never seen a group of people complain about a firearm so much, and then when word comes out that it's going to change, they complain about that, and then when it comes out and it doesn't change, they complain about that. My voice is cracking. Yeah, it's the weirdest shit, man. Weirdest thing. Yeah, so things are slow. So here we are with the Glock bashing now, because things are slow. So that's what we're doing, I guess, you know. But I'm in love with this, man. I like this. I'm happy with it. It does bother me that I emailed them, right? I emailed Lead and Steel. I hit him up on Instagram. I said, hey, man, this was like right before November. This was probably like October. I said, hey, when y'all gonna restock? They sent me back November, ! Of course, November came and went. So I emailed them like yesterday, a day before yesterday. Hey, man, when y'all gonna restock? And they said, oh, probably by SHOT Show, we'll get a restock. What? What? That's the only thing I don't like about this company. It's probably just what happens with smaller companies, I guess, is that I like that things are, that's why I like the RMR, you know, and, you know, in the same vein, the 19 clear, because I can walk in the store, not now, but, you know, before, once the Gen 6 comes out, I can walk in the store and just grab this at any time. And I like that. And I like that I can walk in the store and grab this at any time. I like that it's available. Not like I'm going to buy 20 of them, but, you know, if push comes to shove and I need to run to the store and get something, I like that it's reliable and it's available. I like that. You know, those are things that are important to me. I don't want to have to wait on restocks and all this other stuff. This thing has just been around, and these two have been around. This dot, this gun, have been around, and yeah, I appreciate that. That's something that I care about. I put a lot of hours behind this gun, and if something happens, if it gets confiscated, lost, stolen, or whatever, I'm fully confident I can walk into a store. Not now because I got to wait. There's this little gap between they're not making any more Gen 5s. Even though I can still find Gen 5s. I mean, I can find them somewhere. I just can't physically find them, but I can order them online somewhere. I can get a Gen 5. I can get this dot on Amazon. I can get it on Optics Planet. I can get it Academy online. I can walk into a store and still find this. I like that. That's important to me. And, some people like to have rare stuff and get stuff that, only they got. I don't like that. That doesn't give me a lot of confidence. I want to know that, push come to shove, I can replace whatever I got. I can just rebuild it real quick. And that's not happening with this right now. But I still bought it because that peanut butter is hard to resist, man. That daggone light skin. 45. That thing is something else, man. Yeah, that's nice. And taking that little tail off really does help. All right, what are y'all talking about? Got these P-Mags right here. Take this out to the range. I'm probably going to the range tomorrow. And then I started mixing and matching and swapping stuff. That was pretty fun. All right. Let's see. What are y'all talking about? All right. Diverse. 60 days without buying a gun to 6 days without buying a Glock. Hey, you can have a cold glass of shut the fuck up. You can have a cold, tall glass of shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, you're right. I got the 17 and then I got the light skin 45. You're right. But I think I'm good now. I think I'm okay for a while. Until I think I'm going to wait for the Gen 6 before I buy anything else. But I would buy a V. I mean, if they have a V at the blue label, I might buy a 19V. Whatever. Who cares? It's going to cost me like $430. Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe. Ralph Kinsley, light skin 45. LOL. Thanks. Ramsley 86. Let me put on my other glasses, man. This font is too small for me. You know what's cool? What's cool that I did? I went and bought a Rubik's Cube. When I was a kid, this came out, I think, in the mid or late 70s. Not gonna say how old I am, but yeah, this came out. This was around in my childhood, and I remember not wanting to ask my parents for it, but wanting one. I don't know why I didn't ask my parents for it, but I'm sure they could have afforded it. But I remember having like these Lego toys, these old Lego toys, and they would twist, and I would pretend like the Lego toy was this. I would pretend like I had it, and for some reason I just wanted to buy one. And just kind of reminds me of my childhood, brings me back to happy times. So if I'm waiting at a doctor's appointment or something, or taking my, family somewhere and I've got to wait, instead of, zonking out on my phone, I'm just going to play with this. Maybe it'll make me start smarter, maybe not. But anyway, I thought this was pretty cool. I've only been able to do like 2 sides at a time, but eventually I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look up or chat GPT it because it'll just tell me how to solve it, and that would take the fun out of it. I just kind of want to keep on fucking it up until I'm old. All right. Anyway, Ramels 86. Yes, sir. About time. I'm about to get the FD 43X to max. Salute to you, sir. Yeah. I think I hadn't found one. I hadn't seen one in the wild yet, but I'm sure they're out there. That's cool. Harold Bundred 8467. Bobby, please don't sell the light skin 45. I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, I didn't think I was going to like anything but all black because I was all black for years. And then I tried this two-tone and I was like, okay, you know, I'm kind of getting my feet wet, which this two-tone is very similar to the RXM. And which I don't really like the slide of the RXM. It's a little too complicated. I like this basic, these just basic lines, very nice. And yeah, I think I like this. I mean, I think I like this. I'm going to take it to the range probably tomorrow and shoot it. But I hear it shoots different than the 45. But, you know, we'll see. I'll shoot it and we'll see. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it. Pretty sure. For now, we'll see. We'll see. Y'all are invested, man. Y'all invested. Please don't sell. Please don't sell it. I like it. I love it, man. 133 Andy, the peanut butter X. That slide color is one of my favorites. It's so unmatched. Yeah, it is. It is unmatched. It's unmatched with the frame too. But I like it. It is. It's just different. It is different. And I like that. I do. I didn't think I would, but I definitely like that. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if y'all got a chance to catch, Radian was selling blimmed ramjets for $311. So that's 20% off the regular price. If you caught it, it's a pretty good deal. If you didn't, you know, whatever. I like that price point, $311, because if you sell it, you could probably just resell it for $300. And the blim is probably so unnoticeable that nobody would notice anyway. So you could just sell it, you know, and somebody pick it up for $300 off it. You wouldn't lose much. Space Daddy Serial 73. It'll be sold by January 31st. LOL. You shut the fuck up. Okay? All right? Space Daddy Serial. You shut the fuck up. Yeah, you might be right. You want to put some money on that? You might be right. And 5 people liked it. Traitors. All of you traitors. Insurrectionists. Christian Hunt 4407. Bobby is diving into his ASMR career right now with his installations. I mean, listen, I normally don't do that. I normally already have my stuff put together, but I had just got it and I just so happened to have time to talk about it. So, you know, I told you about it, you know. I know it's a lot of awkward silence and stuff, but, you know. Sleeps OBK Fly. God damn it, Bobby. You was doing so good. Well, dressed her up, then fuck it. Well, dress her up, then fuck it. Yeah, I was doing good. I was doing very good. And yeah, I was like real happy with my 19. I was carrying this every day. I went to the range just with this. And maybe I think I had my 17 with me. I was doing great. And then I got a 17 and I was like, all right, I didn't feel bad about it because I only spent $400 for it. And then, you know, the Glock news happened, and instead of just sitting, I just got antsy and I just had to buy one. Actually, you know what happened? What happened was I was talking about the PB. This is actually how it really happened. I was talking about the PB3. I was saying I can't find these anywhere in stock. Somebody told me, yeah, you can find them in stock. I just got an FDE one or something like that. So I went to Optics Planet, and they were out of black. They were out of the green one, that Wizard of Oz Emerald City green. They were out, but they had a bunch of FD. I think they had maybe 10 or 12 FDEs, which they're out of stock now. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to buy it. And I was waiting on the black one. And then when I bought the FDE one, I thought, what would I want to buy this with? And then I went online and I saw this one without the threaded barrel, with just the sights. I already had the plate. I was like, shit, if I buy this, I've already got the plate. I can slap the plate on. And it just all came together. You know, fuck it. It came together. So, you know, I'm doing it. Tremel Hamilton, 9212. Bro, I'm calling you Bobby Glock from now on. Bobby Glocks. Well, we've already got Johnny Glocks. So Dynamite is fine. But I do not apologize. I do love Glocks. I mean, I don't understand people shaming people for liking a gun. I really don't. I don't. Now, if you act like a jackass about it and act like there aren't other good guns, like if somebody who likes Glock says that M&P 2.0 is trash, you're full of shit. Because the 2.0 is nice. It's just fine. It just might not be. It's complicated. You know, it has that stippling and it's got a lot of waves and cuts and lines. It's busy. So you might not be into that. The CZP07 is nice too. And I hear it fits Glock holsters. I don't know what they're going for right now, but the CZ P10C, you know, who knows? I might, if I see one for $350 or $300, I would buy it. You know, it's nice. It's nice to have. It's cool. It feels a lot smoother than like the slide when I rack it. It's smoother than the Glock, but you know, I just like it. It's my Tacoma. You know, yeah, I get shitty gas mileage on my Tacoma, but it's a fucking tank. You know, if it snows, I'm good. If there's a tornado and trees start falling and shit, I'm good. I'm still going to work. I'll be there. They know I'm showing up. Let's see. Dingley Low, that new feeling we all chase. Yeah. And you know what's funny is I felt a little bit of guilt after I bought it. I felt some guilt. I did. I felt some guilt. It's gone now, but I felt some guilt when I first bought it. And I was like, you know what? I really, really need to chill. But here's the thing. Next year, in like 30 days, this tax stamps are going away. And so I've been looking at trying to get a PCC. I told Mrs. Dynamite, hey, it's about $2,000. I want to get a PCC. She was cool with it. So, I want to get a PCC. And I was looking at the SIG MPXK, but I don't really fuck with SIG right now. I don't think I want to mess with them at all right now. Even though I like the XL, even though I like Icarus Precision grips, and I would love to have one in my hand, the way they treating the public, I can't support that shit. And then they came out with that Freedom collection, with a portion of it going to, whatever that organization is. Which I don't mind you giving money to organizations, but trying to make it sound like they're trying to help the organization when really they're just trying to make money for themselves. That was some weird shit. If you want to give money to organizations, just give it. Just take the money that you make and give them a portion. That's fine. But we're going to make a special Freedom gun, and I think it was like $50 or something from each gun goes to them. These damn guns they sell are like $800, $900, and you're going to give $50 to the organization? Just say we're going to give 5% of our overall profits. Don't make some exclusive Freedom line. That's stupid. So I don't know. I don't want to deal with them. B&T is nice, but it's a little expensive. I don't want to go back to CMMG, even though I saw they had a limited edition FDE 9mm PCC that had a wider mag that didn't look like that skinny mag that I thought was really nice. So I don't know. I might do this. I might, instead of spending $2,000, $2,500 on a PCC, I might get a short AR pistol, suppress it, and I'm still looking at around $2,000. See what I mean? I'm still looking at that. So I don't know. I may do it like that. We'll see. I may try to do like a BCM build and get the 12.5-inch barrel, throw a suppressor on there, or put a pistol brace on there, and then roll with it like that. All right. Let's see. Dan Jerzone, where's the tip jar? Right here, bitch. Leave a buck. Venmo, Cash App, love shooting. And it's a buck. The fuck, man? It's a dollar. It's a dollar. All right. Ralph, SK9PV. Yes. What up, homie? Just close your eyes and listen to this video. Sounds like something else. Oh, shit. What am I? What is going on here? What is happening? Right, HSE. Bought my first ever Glock. It's a 43X and I love it. Good for you. I'm not a fan of that trigger shoe. It's a little bit, feels like a butter knife to me, but well done. Matt HK2MI. Love you, Bobby. The addict, he has reawoken. Love you too, homie. And I'm not quite there yet. Okay. I haven't bought It's been a few days now. Okay, I'm back on the wagon. All right, I'm not gonna go ape shit. Although in January, when the stuff stops, when the tax stamp stops, I'm gonna be looking at a AR build maybe, or a PCC. So I get that one. Okay, I already cleared it with Mrs. Dynamite, so I get that one. All right, don't judge me. Mick McGuffin, light skin Glock. Yes, sir. WPE man 3. Prayers and fast healing for Mrs. Dynamite. I don't get why so much hate on Glock. I don't either. They did what they needed to do, survive. Criminals are going to find a way. I picked up a 26, 49, 30, 23 on the way. But that 19X, that light skin 45 though, is fire. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't know what you motherfuckers want from Glock, man. You just want it to be something else. You just want it to be. When I read that comment where the dude said it doesn't have a fire control unit, I was like, what the fuck? You're the kind of dude that goes to like a burger joint and was like, you guys don't have any shrimp? You guys don't sell shrimp? You guys don't sell fish sandwiches? Shut your ass up. But it's not that. It's not that. We sell burgers and fries. And shut the fuck up. That's what we sell. Okay? Why I don't understand why people have this obsession with making Glock another company. I don't get it. Anything you want is available now. Anything. You want metal sights, they got that. You want comps out the box, they got that. You want, the ports, the little line of ports, they got that. Everything you need, you got it. But you don't come here for that. You come here for reliability and simplicity. That's what you come for. That's it. That's what we're doing over here. And if you're not into that, cool. But this is, when you get done playing with all that shit, I know people that used to run Zevs that carried staccatos and all this other stuff. And I remember the staccato when it was at its height. And then people figured out it wasn't drop safe, which is like, what the fuck? That's a big problem. And now they're back to their Glocks. They're pulling out their Glocks out their saves, and they're running them again because you appreciate it. It's fun. Glock is funny. It's like a firearm you appreciate when you don't know anything, and then when you know a lot. Like when you first get into it, you might just buy it because you heard that shit in a rap song or something. But then once you learn about firearms and you start looking at, you appreciating it, it's like you go back to the basics. At least I did, and I see a lot of people doing it. I can't speak for you, but I see a lot of people. Now, sometimes you might like, you might have you like what you like. You want to carry a $2,500 gun? Cool, that's your thing. But at 25 yards, you can't tell the fucking difference. At 10 yards, you can't tell the fucking difference. At 5 yards, you really can't tell the fucking difference. Okay, so don't give me this shit about, advantages and all that shit. You cannot tell the fucking difference at 10 yards or at 5 yards. You can't. And if you tussling with a motherfucker, you really can't tell the difference. This shot group looks like it came from a 2011. Nobody's going to say that shit. If you're within, 10 yards, which you really shouldn't be shooting anybody any further than that anyway. I mean, what the fuck are you up to? What the fuck? You really, that's not even a distance. That's, but whatever. All right, Supersede 31. I really like the 19X, best looking Glock in my opinion. Need a light skin light right now. I already talked about lights, man. I'm not really, I don't really think they're necessary. They're cool, but I don't really think they're necessary, man. And I don't want to start any more fights. I'm already talking about Glock, and I'm gonna keep on defending the obvious. I'm defending the obvious, okay? I'm just defending the obvious. Esoteric man. What's up, homie? Light Skin 45. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family. Praying for your wife. That Glock 19X MOS is fire. Light Skin 45, please. Supersede 31. Tenderism. Hell yeah. You gotta just shake it. Tenderism. That's right. Tenderism. Olive Hollow. Nice. Looks great. Love my 19X. Hippie Big Shot. Peanut butter. Mirandona. 8623. Bobby, I like your style. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, homely. Uncle Prepper 1. That's a great pickup, but seriously, that's a great purchase. Something about that color sets it off. Yeah, something about it. Something about it, man. Something about it. It's just special, man. Something about it. Eddie Martinez, 5566. Finally, welcome to the club, big bro. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm finally here. I'm into the colors now. No longer seeing the world in black and white. Chess code actual. I'm nicknaming my 19X a 45 Pam and Gina now. Eyes and ears tactical. What's up, homie? What is up, homie? What is up, my man? Nice pickup. Eyes and Ears Tactical had a live, and that really made me want to. Let me get out of here. Let's see. Eyes and Ears Tactical had a live, and that really made me. You really encouraged me to want to do a live. I think the rules are you can't touch the gun, so you can have it there, but you can't touch it. So I may do that. Yeah, it looks a lot better without that on there. Yeah, man. Eyes and Ears Tactical. Appreciate you, homie. What'd you say? I forgot to read it. Nice pickup. I definitely like my 19X. I have the threaded barrel version. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Oh, I forgot. This was a minute ago. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. And, Merry Christmas. Be safe out there. 'Tis the season for joy and all that stuff. Also, 'tis the season for robbing people. So make sure you have your shit on you, okay? At all times, take care of your family, take care of innocent people. You're out there with a firearm. You got a responsibility, man. Take this shit seriously, man. Keep an eye out for your fellow citizens, man, because there's, when people are out in crowds and stuff, there's, people out there trying to do them harm. So, as a responsible gun owner, you have a responsibility to look out for people, man. So do that. Be a good example, be a stand-up dude. Set a good example today when you go out and, to the new year. I don't know if I'm going to talk to you before the new year, but if I don't, man, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm into all that stuff, so I don't want to hear your fucking theories about Christmas or whatever. It's just, be kind to people and it's an excuse to be kind to people. That's it, which is what we need. I don't understand why people get all complicated into the, the halo, shut the fuck up. It's an excuse to be nice. That's all it is. It's an excuse to be nice. That's it. You don't have to put anything more into it than that if you don't want to. But here's a reason for us to get together with family and be nice. That's it. All right. All right. Don't start any shit, okay? Don't start any shit. If you are going to be alone during the holidays, maybe I'll do a live, because I remember when I was in the Army, right? And there was a Christmas leave, because when I went to basic training, I think I went over Christmas break, and I didn't go anywhere because I had nowhere to go, I just didn't have anywhere to go. So I stayed on base, and I remember going to the DFAC, and they would give us like double portions and shit, and there would be like 10 of us there, and we would be like all spread out across the DFAC, like one company. I think what they did was, one time we sat apart from each other, but I think they started to put us all together because there were so few people left behind off the leave that they had just made us one like little company of people that had no place to go during the holidays. So, I know what that feels like when there's nobody to call, when there's nobody to reach out to. So, maybe I'll do a live or something. You hit me up on Christmas and we'll just chat, just for people that don't really have anybody to, chat with. Because I get that. Male loneliness is a serious thing. You're not by yourself, man. You're not by yourself. You can reach out to people that aren't going to give you fucked up ideas, that are going to keep you straight, that are going to check up on you. Check up on your homies. Check up on people that you hadn't checked up on in a minute. The men in your life, older, younger, all that kind of shit, man, because we all need... And I know I was shitting on Homeboy's video, but I'm shitting on the video, not him. He's a cool dude, and I hope he has a great Christmas and his family has a great Christmas and he's doing well. But... yeah, it's check up on your homies, man. And if you have really, maybe I'll try to do, like I say, I'll try to do a live or something where we can just chat about whatever, man. But buy yourself some shit. You know, go out for Christmas, buy yourself some shit, wrap it up, put it under the fucking tree, and just, you know, be cool. Watch It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of my favorite movies of all time with Jimmy Stewart. Is it Jimmy Stewart? Yeah, Jimmy Stewart. One of my favorite movies. Watch that shit in black and white. Loved it. And just treat yourself well, man. It's a time to, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, send some good vibes your way, bro. So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, don't start any shit. Check up on your homies for real. Like, check up on it. Send them a text or something. Hey, you good? You know, you good? You little bitch? How you doing? You know, I'm going to get some burgers. You want me to drop one off at your house? You little fat boy. You know, say some shit like that, you know. Guys need that kind of, you know, bust somebody's balls. All right, that's enough rambling. Love you, man. Have a great Christmas, great New Year. If I don't talk to you, hopefully I will talk to you. If I don't talk to you, I'll see you in 2026. Don't start no shit. But if shit gets started, you know, you better have a fucking answer. All right, man. Maybe I can do a short after I shoot this tomorrow. All right, man. See you later. Bye. Love you.